Hey, Crystal Navamway. So this week I'm giving some tips on how not to sell your house. I know it's crazy, but from my experience recently, there's clearly a lot of sellers out there who are not interested in selling their homes. And for anybody out there who's in that same position, I'm going to give you some advice on how to keep your house on the market as long as possible. The tip I'm going to give you today is this: whatever you do, don't let buyers come into your house. Now there's a couple of ways that you can avoid this from happening. First of all, when you sit down with your listing agent to do the listing and they say, hey, would you mind if I put a lockbox on the house? Just say no. If you want to keep your house on the market as long as possible, a parade of buyers going through your house continuously without you even there is going to make it a lot harder to keep that house on the market, let me tell you. Lock boxes make it way too easy for buyers to get in and see your house. Seriously, you don't want that. Without that lockbox, they have to set up appointments and somebody has to meet them there at the house. Either you or your listing agent. Is going to cut way down on your traffic. So avoid the lockbox at any cost. Second, if people do call you for an appointment, make it hard to get a hold of you. Don't answer your phone. Don't return your phone calls. A good strategy that I've seen some people use is they have the buyer's agent call your listing agent, so it's a multi-leveled kind of thing. They have to go through a gauntlet of phone numbers in order to get that appointment. That's going to discourage some buyers for sure. Now, for extreme cases where that buyer's agent is so persistent that they actually get a hold of you to make that appointment, here's something that I thought was done beautifully by some sellers that I talked to just this last week. I got a hold of them to set up an appointment. We were going to be out looking at some homes, and I called them up and I said, hey, we're going to be in your area between 5 and 7. Do you mind if we come by and look at your house? And the homeowner said, hang on a second, and talked to her husband who was sitting right there, and honey, someone wants to come by and see the house. What do you think? And she came back on the phone and she said, we're thinking we might go out to dinner tonight. Tonight is just not going to work for us. Maybe call back tomorrow and maybe that will work out better. I can tell you this is a super great strategy because I have no intentions of calling those people back. I clearly know that they're unmotivated. And I mean, even though they don't want to sell their house, my buyers really want to buy a house. So I'm going to try and stick with the more motivated sellers in my case. But again, if you want your house to stay on the market as long as possible, it's a good way to keep buyers away. So seriously, if you want to keep your house on the market, if you really don't want it to sell, a great way to do it, don't let the buyers see the inside of your house. It's a very effective way to keep your house on the market as long as possible. If you have any questions or comments, leave me a comment below or shoot me an email at kristen@eastvalleyteam.com. Love to hear from you. Make it a great day.